Good morning. My name is Jeannie Burns, and I am the Philanthropy Officer for Hope House. Thank you so much for wanting us to record a video and let you know how our program is doing. For those who aren't familiar with us, Hope House is one of many locations for Families in Transition New Horizons, which is based out of Manchester, and we are one of the largest homeless providers in the state of New Hampshire. For Hope House specifically, we serve the Governor Wentworth Regional School District. We provide short-term emergency housing and case management services for families who are experiencing homelessness in this area. We house up to 7 families at a time. Every family has their own private unit with bunk beds, a private bathroom, and a locked safe. And then we have shared space of living room, dining room, kitchen, and food pantry. The space I'm standing in right now is our program space on the second floor, which is where we do all of our volunteer programs. It's where we do our holiday meals and parties, and it's just general extra space for families to do homework and spend time together. Families who come into our program work really hard. They meet with their case managers at least once a week, and we work on having care plans of what's between them and their next steps of more permanent housing. Our case management works on employment and food stamps and other important resources that the family needs to have access to. And that case management doesn't just stop when a family graduates from our program. We keep up with them for at least 6 months after they leave. And beyond that, they're just considered alumni. We always say they can give us a call if they need us. So everyone's been asking me how we're doing with the pandemic, which I really appreciate asking that. Our team has had a very busy couple of months. We've had to work really hard to adapt our program and our services to make sure that we are still serving those in need in this community. I'm really happy to report that we are still safe and that families have still been able to graduate and transition into our program safely. It is an ever-changing situation, and we're working really hard to adapt to it daily and continue meeting the needs of local families in our area. Since we've been open in 2018, I'm really proud to say that we have served over 35 local families, which includes 56 children. And I want to say thank you again so much for your support. It has really made this work possible. When it comes to next steps and what does our program need, one specific ask is making sure people know who we are and what we do. The front sign on our facility that says Hope House fell down last winter, and it's still being repaired and replaced. And so I've had some people ask me if we're closed, if this program is still running. And so I'm really looking to our supporters and allies to make sure people know that we're still here, we're still providing services. We really want to make sure that families especially know who we are and how to access us, and really anybody who wants to connect with us about our program. It's always, of course, very helpful to fund our mission. Donation dollars always go towards the greatest need in our program. And I'll also share with you what we call our high needs list. So this list includes anything we need from diapers to toiletries, children's pajamas, things that we always need for families coming into our program and transitioning out. One note about that is that we ask that all donations be brand new for our families, and we do have a seasonal need, which is winter gear. It's the only time we accept gently used jackets, hats, scarves, mittens, those kinds of things to help keep our families warm in the ever-changing season. And I want to remind everyone that I want to connect with you if you have questions, if you want to learn more about Hope House, if you want to take a virtual tour of our space. Please feel free to email me, to call me. I would really love to hear from you. Anyone who wants to learn more about our program is really important to me. And the last thing I want to say is thank you so much for your support. Your church has been really kind and thoughtful to us, and we couldn't do this work without you. So I hope this update was helpful. Please feel free to reach out if you have questions, and thank you again so much.
Hi there. My name is Elizabeth Kelly Scott. I'm the Executive Director of the Child Advocacy Center of Carroll County. Thank you for inviting us to your services today. The mission of the Child Advocacy Center of Carroll County is to ensure justice through the provision of a coordinated system of care to children and victims of child abuse and their non-offending family members. The CAC works with all law enforcement agencies throughout Carroll County. We work with child protective social workers, prosecutors, victim advocates, and medical and mental health professionals to employ a multidisciplinary team approach that holds offenders against children accountable while providing holistic care and services to their victims. I'm talking to you today from our main office here in Wolfboro. We also have a satellite location in Conway, New Hampshire, which we just opened last year, and that is so that we can better provide services to victims in the northern part of the county. Here at the CAC, staff provide forensic interviewing services. A forensic interview is an interview that ensures that children are interviewed in a neutral, non-leading fashion that enhances positive prosecutorial outcomes while limiting to an absolute minimum the number of times that child victims have to recount their abuse. The CAC also employs a family support specialist who ensures that child victims are receiving the appropriate medical and mental health care and that safeguard the child's well-being by providing a coordinated effort in the investigation of child abuse cases. The Child Advocacy Center strives to create an environment that's as comfortable and as free of trauma as possible for the children and families that we serve. It's a safe place where families can start the difficult process of healing. I believe that there's a short video that gives you a bit of a tour of our space here in Wolfboro, and I'm hoping that we can get that up for you today. I would also be remiss if I didn't mention to the Melvin Village Community Church that your own Tuftonboro PD is raising money for the CAC right now through a statewide Beards for Bucks campaign. You can look into that effort at our website. There's a link to their fundraising page at www.carrollcountycac.org. Thank you again, and happy Sunday.
Welcome to the Carroll County Child Advocacy Center. Let us give you a short tour of the space you'll be coming to for your visit.
Someone will show you around when you get here, but we wanted you to see the place before you arrive.
This is the waiting room. You will get to sit in this room with the person who brings you and one of our team members. Their job is to listen and support you and your family.
This is the team room where the team who will be working with you will meet and talk with the adult or adults who bring you that day.
This is the room where you will sit and talk with the interviewer. The interviewer's job is to listen and talk to all kinds of people about all kinds of things. After you're done talking, you'll come back to the waiting room to hang out for a few minutes until it is time to leave.
After you leave, the Child Advocacy Center is always here to support you and your family.
My name is Lisa Wilbur, and I am the Executive Director with the Ossipee Mountains Habitat for Humanity. The Board of Directors and I would like to share our mission as well as what we've been doing within the local community. And thank you for joining us.
Okay, I'm Francie Algrove and I am the Vice President of Ossipee Mountains Habitat for Humanity. I am also the liaison for the partner families, and I'd like to introduce you to our current partner families. This is Eric and Catalina Nason and their children Thomas and Macy Rose.
this is going to be a new beginning, a new start for obviously the new family. So we're just thankful for everybody that's been involved. Lots of work to be done still. And I'm always happy to be part of it whenever I can be. Being part and working there, and obviously I've already been in trades my life, so just being there and watching everything get put together, and it's just amazing seeing my house and my family's house being put up and put together so well as well. So just watching it come together is amazing, and I know my wife feels the same. So right now, we're spending time at my parents' house. We're renting. It's going well, but space is tight, and can't wait to have our own secluded space. We can be alone as a family instead of, stepping on everybody's toes.
They'll finally have their own rooms with their toys in there, and it'll be so nice.
And we'll have our own rooms.
Yes.
We'll probably have a laundry room, which will be nice.
Oh yeah.
Good morning. My name is Steve Gorley, and I've been active with the Ossipee Mountain Habitat for Humanity for about 3 years now. Most people don't understand that Habitat for Humanity provides housing for folks who do not otherwise qualify for mortgage financing. For example, they may not be able to qualify for rural housing, FHA, VA loans. And basically that's because of income. It hasn't anything to do with their credit. We do a very similar kind of vetting service that you would with ordinary financing. But the difference is these folks would not otherwise be qualified for financing. What we offer them is financing for a 30-year period of time as with a normal mortgage, but at 0% interest. So think about that for a moment. What does that mean to us? How do we acquire enough money to put these houses up and then get a return over a period of 30 years? Well, it's pretty obvious. It's with your help. And you've been doing that for a period of time now, which we are very appreciative of. The fact is that we would not operate without donations of money, time, and talent. And we need all three. We need lots of land, or parcels of land on which to build. We need construction people, and we need cash for certain elements. It turns out with most of these houses, there's a cost of material, and that is what that mortgage is going to cover for the partner family that we're putting into homes. They pay a mortgage, again, of 0% over a period of 30 years based on the cost of material for that house. And so they're fairly inexpensive. We're able to keep mortgages down to below $500 a month in most cases. And of course, that's terrific. The other thing we do is we do something called critical home repair. And critical home repair is for those folks who, again, have financial need, but need things done in their home, i.e. carpentry work, decking, whatever. And we can provide that service as well, generally at the cost of material. So we thank you so much for your contributions in the past and look forward to your contributions in the future.
In your new house, what's going to be in your room?
My walls are gonna have Lightning McQueen on.
Lightning McQueen is going to be on your walls?
Yep, and also on my bed.
Your race car bed.
You're going to have a race car bed?
Yeah.
Bye, Macy. Bye, Thomas.